Tonight, a shockwave has hit the American auto industry. Toyota will cease production of its Lexus ES sedan at its flagship U.S. plant in Georgetown, Kentucky. For decades, this plant symbolized foreign investment success in America. Now, the lights are dimming on a production line that fueled a community's prosperity. This isn't just about one car, it's a major shift in global strategy. Toyota's move signals the mounting challenges for U.S. manufacturers. The costs and complexities of building luxury vehicles here have become too great. For the Trump administration, which promised a manufacturing revival, this is a significant blow. The announcement came suddenly, leaving workers and local officials scrambling for answers. Toyota cited supply chain disruptions, rising costs, and a need to consolidate luxury vehicle manufacturing. Despite promises of support, the message is clear. A chapter of American manufacturing is closing. The focus now turns to the thousands of lives upended by this decision. We'll dig into what this means for workers, suppliers, and the broader U.S. economy. The Georgetown plant's story is more than a business headline. It's about jobs, families, and the uncertain future of American industry. Tonight we explore the real impact of Toyota's retreat. In Georgetown, Kentucky, the news hit like a physical blow. For over 3 decades, the Toyota plant was the heart of the local economy. Generations built their lives around its steady jobs. Today, that foundation is shaken. Workers leaving the plant spoke of mortgages, tuition, and a future suddenly uncertain. The impact ripples far beyond the factory gates. Local businesses, from diners to auto parts suppliers, now face crisis. The town's budget, reliant on plant tax revenue, is in jeopardy. School funding and public services are at risk. Maria, a quality inspector of 15 years, told us, "This job put my kids through school. We built our life around this place. I don't know what we'll do." Her story echoes across the community. These are real people, facing the daunting task of starting over in a region with few comparable opportunities. The sense of betrayal is palpable. Local leaders vow to fight for the town's future, calling for state and federal help. But anxiety about what comes next runs deep. The closure is a stark reminder of how vulnerable American towns are to corporate decisions. For Georgetown, this is a personal tragedy, a story of broken promises and shattered dreams. Their journey through this loss is just beginning. Why did Toyota make this drastic move? The answer is a perfect storm of pressures. Tariffs from the Trump administration have driven up the cost of imported steel and aluminum, making it more expensive to build cars in America. Global supply chain disruptions have made just-in-time manufacturing less reliable. By consolidating Lexus production in Japan, Toyota gains more control and predictability. The auto industry is also shifting billions into electric vehicles, forcing companies to cut costs elsewhere. The U.S. sedan market is shrinking as consumers favor SUVs and trucks. For Toyota, importing sedans and focusing U.S. plants on high-demand vehicles makes financial sense. The decision frees up resources for electric and hybrid vehicle development. It's a calculated business move in a tough environment. Tariffs, supply chain issues, the EV transition, and changing tastes all played a role. Toyota's retreat is a sign of the times. Toyota's decision sends shockwaves far beyond Georgetown. The modern auto plant anchors a vast network of suppliers. Each job on the line supports several more elsewhere. When a major line like the Lexus ES shuts down, suppliers face catastrophic losses. Tier 1 suppliers, those delivering major components, will lay off workers and scale back. The pain ripples down to smaller, family-owned businesses making individual parts. For many, losing Toyota as a client is a fatal blow. Entire towns dependent on these suppliers will feel the impact. Property values fall, small businesses close, tax bases erode. The consequences of a boardroom decision in Tokyo are felt across America. This web of interdependence reveals the fragility of U.S. manufacturing. The loss of the Lexus line is a national problem, not just Kentucky's. Thousands of workers in dozens of states now face uncertainty. The full extent of the damage will unfold in the months ahead. As Toyota retreats in Kentucky, Mazda is betting big in Alabama. In Huntsville, Mazda and Toyota have opened a new state-of-the-art SUV factory. This contrast tells a complex story. There's no single trend in the auto industry. Mazda is targeting the growing SUV market, building a flexible, efficient plant from scratch. Alabama's generous incentives, tax breaks, infrastructure, workforce training helped seal the deal. States now fiercely compete to attract manufacturing projects. While Kentucky faces loss, Alabama positions itself as a new industry frontier. The future of American car manufacturing is up for grabs. New investments are highly strategic, focused on high-demand products, and supported by government incentives. Mazda's Alabama story offers hope, but also highlights the tough conditions required for success. Toyota's decision is part of a global squeeze on automakers. The shift to electric vehicles demands massive investment, forcing cuts elsewhere. Trade volatility, tariffs, protectionism has shattered the old model of stable, open supply chains. Automakers are rethinking their global footprints, building more resilient, regional supply chains. Consumer preferences are changing fast. Sedans are out, SUVs and mobility services are in. Automakers now compete with tech companies, not just each other. All these forces mean every plant and product is under scrutiny. Toyota's move is a hard choice to adapt to a new reality. Other automakers are watching closely. The industry's future will be shaped by how companies respond to these pressures. The old rules no longer apply. The Georgetown closure is a reality check for Washington's promises. President Trump's agenda centered on reviving American manufacturing with tariffs and tough trade deals. But Toyota's move contradicts that narrative. Tariffs meant to help have raised costs for manufacturers. The gap between political rhetoric and corporate reality is now painfully clear. Turning the tide of deindustrialization isn't as simple as imposing tariffs. Corporate decisions hinge on global trends, technology, and complex logistics. Policy levers can have unintended, far-reaching consequences. For Kentucky workers, this isn't abstract. It's about livelihoods lost. The closure will become a major political issue, highlighting the need for real solutions. Promises must be measured against paychecks earned or lost. Toyota's Kentucky decision sends shockwaves worldwide. European automakers like BMW and Mercedes-Benz, with US plants, face similar pressures: rising costs, supply chain complexity, and the EV shift. Toyota's retreat may prompt them to reconsider their own American operations. In Asia, Japanese suppliers may benefit from Lexus production moving home, but other automakers see a warning. The move disrupts global supply chains. A part made in Germany, assembled in Japan, installed in Kentucky, now has nowhere to go. This shows how interconnected the world economy is. A single factory closure can ripple across continents. The US is now seen as a riskier place to invest. Future foreign investment may hesitate, wary of sudden policy shifts. The echoes of Georgetown will shape global corporate strategy for years. The world is watching and recalculating. The end of the Lexus line in Georgetown closes an era and opens a new uncertain chapter. The road ahead for workers and the community is tough. The key question: what comes next? Can the region diversify? Can workers be retrained for future jobs? This is a test of American resilience. The event sparks a national conversation about industrial policy. Wishing for manufacturing jobs isn't enough. Smart strategy and investment are needed. The goal: build a modern, sustainable manufacturing sector. Rival automakers will adapt. Some may follow Toyota's lead, others may double down on US production. The race for electric and autonomous vehicles will intensify. The loss is painful, but not fatal. It's a wake-up call. The future of American manufacturing depends on how we respond. The road ahead is uncertain, but renewal is possible.